is happening, people? It is Brian Alsruhe, NEVERsate.com, and I'm tired. And the reason why I'm tired is because I had an awesome seminar up at Joey Satsmary's gym, the Lion Den. Guys, if you are located in the Philadelphia area, you need to absolutely be at that gym. It is amazing. The energy is terrific. Joey, you were the best host that I've ever seen in my entire life, so I thank you so much for that awesome experience. To all you who did come to the seminar, man, I absolutely loved meeting all of you and training with you guys and hanging out and just seeing all of you hit PRs. Man, it was such a cool day. Thank you guys so much for that gift. But if you guys could not tell from the title, this is going to be a training video. Now, for those of you who've been watching my previous videos, you will know that I hurt my left shoulder pretty substantially about a little over a week ago. So I've been rehabbing that, so some of my workouts look a little bit differently, but you guys know me, I'm always still trying to get after it, just trying to work around the injury. I did an entire video about how to work around injuries, so that's kind of what I'm doing. So right now we're gonna jump in some training footage. I'm gonna go to the commentary and then I'll meet you guys right back here afterwards to talk about how things went. What is happening, guys? And welcome to the commentary where you guys are joining me prior to the shoulder injury. So on this day, I was working the farmer's handle deadlift, and in between my attempts, I was hitting these windshield wipers as well as kettlebell swings. Now, I was using a 150-pound kettlebell, which is something that I absolutely could not do right now with the current state of my shoulder. But, like I said, you guys joining me before the shoulder injury, so there you go. It's a great way to get your hips moving explosively, which is super important for anything that you're going to be deadlifting heavy. So I have a frame coming up at Nationals at 830 pounds, and this is about the closest thing that I can come to replicate it. So I worked up the contest weight. This is actually a PR. And I got it for 1, and it was heavy, but it didn't feel that bad. So I thought I'd go for 2, and then my stupid left hand decided to give up on the party. That is what it is. After that, I moved on to assistance, where I'm doing these 45-degree back raised deadlifts I stole from Pete Rubish. That's why I called them Rubish deadlifts. But man, they have done a ton to help my deadlift. You guys do have access to a 45-degree back raise and a place to do these good mornings, both of which will do a ton to help your deadlift. As you guys can see, the pins are set to the bottom of my deadlift height, so if I were to reach out and grab bar, it would be the same height. Does a ton for power off the floor, and then immediately I went into hands-free step-ups, which is just a core brutalizer. So putting all that together definitely helps a ton. After that, I moved on some conditioning stuff, where I was just getting some muscle ups and some reverse hyper. But you guys see me do muscle ups so many times in the past. I find them a good tool for conditioning, not really strength, because once you have that epiphany moment where you understand what's happening, they're really not that bad, unless you want to do them strict. Some people do them strict, but I couldn't care less about that nonsense. And then reverse hyper. The reverse hyper and glute ham raise I've been doing at the end of every single lower body day, and it is doing a ton for my squats and deadlifts, which brings us to the day where the impending doom is coming. But it doesn't feel like impending doom because Nick is jumping around. Watching Nick jump around is much more interesting than watching log. I did not see one bit of that. Good jump, Nick. Anyway, so then we move on to 230. I was working the split jerk on the log, which is something I haven't done before because I have problems with this, with the log, because of how wide it is. So that forward drive, your leg drive is completely different on log just because it rolls forward and then you can't get what you need to get out of your legs. So I'm trying different things, trying just to score better at nationals. That's all I'm trying to do. So this is 280. As you guys can see, that was barely a split. That was more of a strict press. But here is the don't do it, dude. Here's 320 pounds. I can feel it in my shoulder. I clean it up, and right now my brain is going, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. And then the other part of my brain kicks in and says, do it, stupid. And then I say, ow, and I am very unhappy. Way to go, Brian. That just set me back a long way. So then the next day I came to the gym and didn't know what to hit because I tried doing regular deadlifts, and that bothered my shoulder. Then I tried supinating one of my hands to get a mixed grip, and that hurt my shoulder. So then I decided to go with an axle, with straps, double overhand at the 18-inch height, just like a strongman competition. But real quick shout out to Ken Nowicki, the owner of the American side of Cerebus Strength, who sent me a care package this week, which had these figure 8 straps that you guys are seeing in the video right here, as well as a sandbag, some wrist wraps, some knee sleeves. Just an amazingly awesome, generous guy. Here's the sandbag. I have Iron Mind sandbags currently and some do-it-yourself sandbags, and I can say that the Cerebus Strength one is by far my favorite. So if you guys are in the market for a sandbag, I would highly recommend that you pick one up. But man, I just want to say thank you to Ken. That was beyond generous of you and so cool. That dude is a super nice guy. Just started a YouTube channel, which is awesome. He is more on the medical side of things, so he has a little less bro science than I do and some real science. So if you guys are into that, definitely check him out. He is awesome. And here's my top set on the deadlift of this day. This 650 pounds, which is normally pretty rough for me, but didn't really appear to be this day. So way to go, power building program. I'm following the exact same program that I put out for free for you guys a couple weeks ago. And that's where all these PRs are coming from. So super cool program. I love it a lot. But I was lucky enough to get 650 pounds for a set of 12, which has to be a PR. I don't know. We're going to go with it. And then after that, it was all shoulder rehab. I could do pull-ups because that gets blood to the area. So you guys are going to see a lot of pull-ups in this video. It just is what it is. And then I was trying to do Chris Delphin's shoulder rock thing here with a sledgehammer. I was also hanging from the pull-up bar, just hanging, which can do a lot to help your shoulders. Just doing anything I could possibly think of to get that shoulder in better shape. Between that, I was also hitting some glute ham raises because it was a deadlift day, and like I said earlier, I'm hitting either glute ham raises or the reverse hyper after every single lower body day, and it is doing a ton for both my squat and deadlifts. I would highly recommend it. And then I moved on to pressing this 45-pound trap bar, which does not look painful, but believe me, that is a lot of pain in there. And more pull-ups. So this was a separate day. Just trying to get blood to the area, doing a little bit of dips, trying to get blood to the area. Blood heals. So that's really all I'm trying to do on these days. I have a shoulder day coming up, and I don't know what I'm going to do. Oh, and here are plate halos for all of you who asked. A lot of you have bought programs recently. These are in there, and you guys don't know what they are because Uncle Nick actually made them up. But basically, you lock your feet into a glute ham raise or a decline bench, and then you slide the plate around the back of your head. Extremely, extremely hard movement. And then I was just kind of playing around with things, and I added some bands to a axle with some kettlebells and trying to work some stability here. This is approximately 90 pounds, something like that. And as you guys can see, this is extremely hard for me. It looks like 300 pounds. So hopefully that shoulder gets better. But that brings us to yesterday where I was working the SSB squat. Now, I was not in a position because of my shoulder where I can get the bar into a good rack position for a straight bar squat. But that's exactly what the SS bar is made for. And if you've never had the beauty of using an SSB bar, it is literally like the hand of God is pushing down the back of your neck while you're squatting. So it does amazing things, build up your posterior chain as well as your core. And if you do well with the SSB, you can crush things with a straight bar. I absolutely love it. Here is 520 pounds, which used to be one of those weights that I had to get pretty serious about. But as you guys can see there, now it is just becoming a step up, so that is hugely exciting to me. Just, you guys know how that is when the new thing happens like that. Now here is 610, which is a very serious weight for me. My PR currently on this is 660 pounds, which you guys have seen me get folded in half by. So 610 went well, so I decided to jump up to 670, and it actually goes better than I expected. Now, when I could hit 660 on the SSB, I squatted 700 with a straight bar. So I'm guessing now that I'm at 670, I am above that, but time may not tell. Then I moved on to volume work and put my hands out wide on the SSB, which makes it tremendously harder just because it makes you so top heavy. So this is 430 pounds, and I was just getting sets of 10. 430 pounds isn't really a hard weight for me. It's more of a rep weight, and just getting those volume in for my legs. After this caused me to go home and take an ice bath, which made me very much unhappy, but will hopefully speed up the healing process. But man, I absolutely love the SSB. If there's one extra bar for your gym that you can buy, I would highly recommend it. You can do so many things with it, and it's such a great piece of equipment, especially for things like Bulgarian split squats like you see me doing here. This is 250 pounds each leg, and I'm just getting it for sets of 5. But man, thank you guys so much for being with me here during this commentary video. And we are back. So some things went pretty well and some things did not go very well. As you guys see on that log, my shoulder is pretty messed up. I'm gonna go get it checked out here pretty soon. I'm just giving it a little bit more time because there is signs of improvement. So hopefully that improvement continues on. But no matter what happens, I'm gonna keep continuing training, doing as best I possibly can, and just trying to get better every single day, no matter what the outcome is. So you guys can definitely plan on that. There really isn't much else going on. With the Suffer Beautifully stuff being out, a bunch of you should already have your t-shirts. We are gonna do something where we are trying to repost people doing cool things in the Suffer Beautifully t-shirts, or NEVERsate t-shirts, or your Lowell brand t-shirts. So if you guys do anything of note, if you're someplace cool or you hit something awesome in the gym, go ahead, tag us in that post, either on Instagram or Facebook or YouTube or whatever your choice of social media is, and we're going to be hopefully reposting some of those really cool videos that you guys put out. Thank you guys so much for all the support and just being part of that whole movement, man. It means so much to me, just what that entire Suffer Beautifully saying means, and just seeing everyone do the things that they do. That's why I do what I do. Other than that, the 2 seminars are done, so that is out of the way. I'm probably gonna start holding some seminars at my gym once the building expansion is complete. I'll probably hold them about every other month. So if you guys are looking to do a seminar, you can either do it there, or if you guys would like to host me and have me come to your gym and give a seminar, just email me and we'll set that up. But the building expansion is still going on. It is ran into many, many snags, as everything with business takes twice as long as you think it's going to, and it is twice expensive as you think it's going to be, but that is just part of business. I am so excited for that side of the building to be done. We need it terribly. Our Saturday open gyms are so packed. It's just too many people, and once we have to close the doors, when the weather starts turning colder, that building needs to be done. But other than that, I'm completely caught up on programs, so unless you bought yours a day or 2 ago, then you should have your program. If you do not have it, and you bought it a while ago, make sure you email me, because that means I probably messed something up, and you should have your program by now. But if you guys do want to buy a personalized program, you can email me as well, and you will get it very quickly, because I do not have a backlog currently, so that is a plus. But that's it for me, guys. Hopefully this shoulder heals up. I will let you guys know more as I know more. But until I catch up with you later in the week, go out, do something amazing with your lives. Keep working hard, people. Be nice to each other, and I'll see you then.